attempts to make a crystal edged mould. 2 months I think I've been on this now. I thought I'd show you where I was up to. Right, the story starts when I bought this rather beautiful mould, which I've used so much now and love so much. I have bought another one, but this is Old Faithful, the original, and it's gorgeous. I'm sure you'll all have seen a lot of my videos using it. Now I wanted to produce a version of my own without quite so much in the way of sharp edges, and so I made this, then made this. This is the most recent one. The only problem with it is that that surface there wasn't shiny enough for me. Anyway, there's been 8 versions so far, and don't get me started on the live edge one, because I'm trying to do, there's my prototype. But again, I can't get the surfaces shiny enough. I'm going to have to do some sanding or, I don't know, I'm tearing my hair out now. Anyway, I think I have got to the stage where I have got an original that is good enough to actually pour a mould from. As you can see, this is the last attempt and I ended up with a crinkled surface. Don't know why. Right, so join me while I have another go. I've got some silicone rubber. Those of you who know me and have watched my other videos will know that this is the only sort I use. I have been buying it myself. It is my silicone of choice. So I can hand on heart recommend this to you, absolutely. And anyway, let's face it, I wouldn't recommend it to you anything I didn't like and use myself anyway. Before you ask, yes, I have turned some things away. Yeah, you've got to live with yourself, haven't you? There's more important things than making a few quid. If you've seen previous videos, you will know that I've tried different sorts. I've gone through lots of different silicones. Cheap ones, expensive ones, ones that are coloured, so they're not so good if you want to use UV light with them, but they're good silicones anyway. Honestly, I've got through some terrible silicones, I've got through some really good ones. Since I got this one for the first time, it has been my silicone of choice. So, yeah, if you fancy mould making, oh yeah, they do, that's the point, they do a little starter kit. It's brilliant. It's got everything you need to get you started in it. So there's, you know, the pots and the gloves and the measuring thingies and all that sort of gubbins, and 2 little bottles of their silicone. So if you're not sure about mould making and you think you might want to have a go but you're not sure and you don't want to invest in a load of the stuff, get yourself one of those little starter kits. The link is in the description of this video, that's down here. Just drop down the more tab and it will take you down to all of my links. I do try to put all the links for everything I use in. This is just a cake tin, by the way. Communal Garden cake tin. I have destroyed so many cake tins and got through so much silicone and so much resin. Largely at my own expense, because most of it is, I've been doing this, working on this for so long, it well predates me being sent stuff to demonstrate. So, there we go. Cross your fingers for me, everyone. The silicone, by the way, is a 1-to-1, so it's nice and easy. It says on the bottle by weight, but as the bottles are exactly the same size, it must be by volume too. Otherwise, why would the bottles be the same size? So, for people who don't like doing maths, like me, and hate weighing things, it's a nice easy one too. Right, I think that's deep enough. Just trying to see on my, yep, I think that'll be deep enough. Right, I'm going to get the last little bit out of here and we'll be back to have a look at the finished mould. And yeah, we'll chuck some resin in it and see what it comes out like. So, cross everything. Oh dear. Before I go completely insane. Right, see you later. Yep, coming out of the mould. The mould for the mould. Now I could actually take a cast off this, couldn't I, if it works? So it's easier to demould than that. But you know what, if that carries on working, that's fine by me. Right, wish me luck, folks. This looks shiny. It looks good. Going to chuck some resin in it. Right, PPE and resin time. Back in a moment. I'll try and do something a bit creative with this. I'm not following any particular technique, so please nobody message me and say, that's not how you do that technique. This isn't any particular technique. It's taking inspiration from several. I just want to chuck some colours in. Now, colours I'm going to use are purple. Lots of it. I want this quite strong. Oh, put a dot of colour on my mould. Okay, that comes from Epoxy Resin. I'm going to make it stronger. You don't do more than 10% of your overall mix with a liquid colour, because it can mean that your resin doesn't cure. Okay, I'm going to do some white, and then we're going to do clear, and it's just going to be a chuck it in and see what happens type exercise. The white I'm using though is an alcohol ink rather than a dye or a pigment. It's quite strong, isn't it? Might be a bit too strong, don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're just testing the mould really, aren't we? So I'm going to go around the edge. I'm on a levelling table, which I suddenly realised the other day was no longer level. Don't ask me how that happened, I have no idea, but I have sorted it. Okay, so oops. And then just dumping the clear in the centre. Is that too much white? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really trying to do any particular technique, I'm just chucking it in to see what happens. Right, just going to chuck this in the middle, lob some glitter in it, and I will see you later. Alright, this appears to be doing something, not quite sure what, and I have, as you can see, put a little sprinkle of glitter in. Now what I will want to know from you when this comes out is, what are your thoughts? Do you want me to get this in my shop? Because I've got, if this works and if I've got my finished mould, housing, former, whatever you want to call it, then I can do that. Right, see you later. Right, here we go then. Oh, crossing everything. Oh, yes, it's shiny. It's crystally. The edges are nowhere near as sharp, or you know, wherever you get the edge of resin, you're going to get a bit of sharp, aren't you? You could run that out with a file if you really wanted to. That is exactly what I was looking for, and I ended up with some sort of weird thing going on here, which is quite pretty. Yes, we've got a mould at last. Right, okay, remember what I asked you, everyone? Let me know. This is what we call a call to action. I need you to put in the comments, do you want these to appear in my store? Obviously I'll be hand making them. If I get a lot of orders, I will make a big cast so I can do several at once. But right now I'll just be working from that original mould creating thing that I made. So yes, we'll see how it goes in terms of production. Let me know then. Let me know, and I will be more than happy to get those into my store. I'll have to work out on the price. Probably somewhere in the region of what what the one from Etsy was. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, I've got to work out the silicone and stuff, because obviously the silicone I used to make these isn't the silicone I'm given for demonstrating. I buy it separately because I think that's right. So I actually purchased the silicone for these. So yeah, and do you like the rounded off top? You see, I've managed to get like it's almost like domed on the that side, so that you can, you know, you get that nice finish. Okay, let me know. I'm excited now. Oh. And in addition to that then, of course, if you've liked the video, please do give me a thumbs up. That helps so much. Thank you very much everyone, and I will see you for the next video. Bye!